It's been over 6 months using this iPhone 17 Pro and I literally use it for everything. Content creation, filming, social media, even video editing. And today I'm going to share my real experience after all this time. The good, the bad, and whether it's actually worth it in 2026 or if you should wait. So let's begin this video. I have used the iPhone 17 for work purpose and my 17 Pro as my daily phone. It's not the biggest model, but I think it has really nice balance. Yes, it's more compact than other versions and I understand why a lot of people prefer that, but that also means less battery, and for me that's a key factor. It already passed more than 6 months and it is still in 100% of battery life. Let's continue talking about battery. In these 6 months, there hasn't been any single day where I have charged it before the end of the day, and I use it heavily. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, camera, and sometimes video editing. The battery holds up really well and honestly I'm very happy with it. That said, I always start my day at 100%. I use optimized charging, but I don't limit it to 80 or 90%. If this was a phone I plan to keep for many years, maybe. When it comes to durability, we've got Ceramic Shield 2 on the front, which in theory is more scratch resistant. I haven't abused the phone, but I also don't use it as screen protector. And after 6 months, the screen is still perfect. No scratches. That said, I do take care of it. I use cases and avoid placing it face down. Talking about cases, I have been using these iPhone 17 Pro cases from Crave. They look super good, super premium. The touch is super soft. Also comes with MagSafe and the design is super slim. Also comes with shock absorption and with precise cutouts. So if you want to buy one of these cases, you have the link in the description box below. For the display, we get up to 3000 nits of brightness outdoor. It's not something that will change your life, but in day-to-day use, it's definitely noticeable, especially under direct sunlight. You can see everything clearly. Now, one of the most interesting parts, the camera. I have definitely noticed improvements in versatility, especially with the front camera. You can record using both the front and the rear cameras at the same time, very easily. And for content creation, this is super useful. It allows you to show you where you're seeing and your reaction at the same time. It also makes group photos in landscapes much easier without awkward moments. That said, I do miss a bit more quality on the 8x zoom. I use the telephoto lens quite a lot and there's still room for improvement here. Something that hasn't really convinced me is the camera control. After 6 months, I still barely use it. I just don't find the real use for it in my daily routine. Sometimes I use it for specific things like interacting with Apple Intelligence, but not much more. On the other hand, the action button, I actually use it that a lot more, and I do get real value out of it. Performance-wise, no surprises. It's the A19 Pro chip. Everything is fast, social media, games, editing, everything runs smoothly. When it comes to design, it's true that iPhone keeps getting heavier, but it's also true that nowadays most people prefer better battery over a thinner design. And you can see that in the market, thinner phones aren't necessarily the most popular if they sacrifice battery life. And this is important. This iPhone is not for everyone. In fact, the regular iPhone 17 is probably more than enough for most people. It has a great performance, great cameras, and it's cheaper. The Pro features like ProRAW or advanced video recording, most people don't even use them daily. So is it worth to buying? If you are watching this in 2026, if your current phone is struggling, I would upgrade. This is a phone that will last for several years, but if you can wait for the iPhone 18. That said, no major changes are expected. Just small improvements in camera, battery, and performance, but nothing that completely changed the experience. After 6 months, my conclusion is clear. It's a very complete phone, but it's not necessary for everyone. In my case, I used to have the iPhone 14, so I think it was a good time for the upgrade. What iPhone are you using right now? Would you upgrade to the iPhone 17 Pro or wait? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I will see you in the next video. Ciao ciao.